and welcome to the program. You're watching the Daily V News. And up next are today's news in brief.
President Trương Tấn Sang visits Central Coastal Province of Ninh Thuận. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng attends Japan Mekong Summit in Tokyo. Northwestern colors to be highlighted in Hanoi.
On April 21st, President Trương Tấn Sang met with leaders of Phước Tiến Commune, Bắc Ái District during his visit to the Central Coastal Province of Ninh Thuận. Let's take a quick look.
He praised the efforts made by the leaders and people in Phước Tiến in creating a new rural model and said he believed that the commune will make many more achievements in the future. The President said he hopes the local people will take up the initiative and apply new technologies to farming and combine production with trade and services. He also asked the local authorities to pay more care to the families of policy beneficiaries while helping the local people to raise productivity. As a mountainous commune located in the west of Bắc Ái District, Phước Tiến is home to 7 ethnic groups. After its huge contribution to the nation's struggles against foreign invaders, the officials and people in the area were presented with the title Hero of the People's Armed Forces. In the past, in response to the state's campaign to create newer rural models, the people in Phước Tiến have seen their living standards improve significantly.
And up next, Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng attended the 4th Japan Mekong Summit, which took place in Tokyo on April 21st.
On addressing the event, Prime Minister Dũng confirmed Vietnam's support for Mekong-Japan cooperation and the role it plays in the prosperity, stability and development of the Mekong region and East Asia at large. Dũng underlined the priorities given to specific activities including coping with floods, natural disasters and salinity levels in the region, ensuring food security and seeking long-term solutions for sustainably using the Mekong River's water resources. Top priorities should be given to research and assessing the impacts of the exploitation of the Mekong River's water on the environment and its water resources, he said. The Vietnamese Prime Minister also proposed an initiative to develop an integrated transport network to increase connectivity between the economic corridors in the Mekong sub-region. The summit reviewed the implementation of the Mekong-Japan Cooperation Programme for the period 2010 to 2012 and the adopted Tokyo strategy. The leaders also reached consensus on research for the sustainable management and development of the Mekong River's water. Japan pledged the ODA provision of 600 billion Japanese yen to the Mekong countries for the period 2013 to 2015, while Thailand pledged 883 million Japanese yen.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng has approved a financial strategy through 2020, under which the stock market will be restructured to ensure a more coordinated and balanced development among the stock, bond, and derivatives market.
Under the strategy, total stock market capitalization would reach around 70% of national gross domestic product by 2020, while the outstanding bond market would be valued at about 30% of GDP. The strategy would require all markets, including financial services markets, to be developed in coordination with an aim of establishing a healthy national financial system and maintaining financial security and economic stability. The state budget deficit would be held below 4.5% per year by 2015 and 4% by 2020. By that time, the country would expect to have in place a uniform tax system in line with international standards, while capable of bringing in sufficient revenues for the state budget. At the same time, the wage scale for civil servants would be reformed to ensure that they would be able to cover living expenses in a middle-class society. The financial strategy, with a vision to 2030, would be carried out in 2 phases in coordination with 5-year budget plans to 2015 and 2020.
Telecoms Cambodia and Vietnam Telecoms International held a ceremony for the inauguration of the joint Cambodian-Vietnamese superhighway telecoms network on April 20th.
Speaking at the ceremony, the Cambodian Minister of Post and Telecommunications, So Kun, said the link will meet urgent demands in Cambodia and enable it to build up its national economy. It will link Cambodia with the rest of the world through the Vietnam Telecom's international subsea and overland cable networks and help develop Cambodia's telecom sector with new internet and telecom services, said Minister So Kun. With a capacity of 10 gigabytes per second, the 260-kilometre superhighway connects Phnom Penh to Ho Chi Minh City and then extends to Asia, Europe and North America via international subsea networks and overland to China and Laos.
According to the Hanoi Statistics Office, sharp declines in food prices dragged the Consumer Price Index for Hanoi in April down for the first time in 24 months.
The index this month is 0.03% from last month's figure, although it increased 9.52% over the same period last year. Prices of cereal products decreased 1.98% over March, with rice prices falling sharply thanks to abundant supplies, as provinces in the Mekong Delta region had reaped a bumper autumn-winter crop. While prices of beef, fish, and seafood remain stable, declines in pork prices caused food prices to fall significantly 0.79% over last month. In April, 8 groups of commodities saw marginal increases, while 3 groups declined. Restaurants and catering services dropped 0.65%, post and telecommunications fell by 0.04%, and housing, electricity, water, fuel, and building materials were down 0.64%. The decline in cooking gas, down about 6,000 Vietnamese dong, 28 cents, from the beginning of this month, were largely responsible for price cuts in the third area.
The central province of Quảng Bình will promote Phong Nha Cave as its latest tourist attraction this April to mark the region's National Tourism Year.
This is just one of a number of pilot tourist destinations that are now available in the area. It is an ideal tour for people who love nature and want to explore the mysteries of Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park, a World Natural Heritage Site. This subterranean tour will give visitors a new experience, as they will be able to row their boats at their own leisure along the underground river that flows throughout the caves. It is unlit, so torches must be used to discover the uncanny beauty of the cave stalactite. The route is 1.5 kilometers long and will start at the entrance of Phong Nha Cave and end up in Huyền Không Cave. Visitors will be able to visit Bi Kỳ, Tiên, and Cung Đình caves.
People who want to discover the peoples and cultures of the northwestern region will have a chance to make their wishes come true right here in Hanoi through a program called The Colors of the Northwestern Region.
The programme will be held at the Exhibition Centre for Culture and the Arts on April 26th to 28th to mark Vietnam's Ethnic Groups Cultural Day. There will be a broad range of activities including cultural and art exchanges, fashion shows and traditional games. A replica of a market in the mountainous region will be recreated and sell all the specialties produced in the northwestern region.
The organizing board has worked with the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism to select the most special cultural products for the northwestern region to offer to visitors.
The programme aims to protect and promote the traditional cultures of the northwestern people and consolidate solidarity between ethnic groups in Vietnam to boost the region's tourism potential. It is co-organised by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Hanoi People's Committee and the northwestern provinces.
We have come to the end of today's program. Thanks for watching and goodbye.